say about that. National Treasure, 4 to 4.5 stars, based purely on nostalgia, but also on quality, right? I rewatched National Treasure because it was in preparation for The Fountain of Youth coming out, which is the new Guy Ritchie movie on Apple TV, starring John Krasinski, Natalie Portman, and Domhnall Gleeson, actually, randomly, in this kind of globe-trotting, post-Indiana Jones, post-fucking Uncharted, post-National Treasure world, trying to go down those similar lines, right? And National Treasure is brilliant, and it was great preparation to remind me that my review on Letterboxd, follow me on Letterboxd, was absolutely exceptional bullshit, right? And that is a good thing. That is proudly what it is. And it's not... I used to think of it as a guilty pleasure. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's a kid's movie and blah, blah. I saw it when I was a teenager, I should say. And I thought, oh, this is great, but I'm trying to become a more like highbrow movie lover, even at the time. How much can I really love this? You know that phase when you're younger where you're like, oh, I need to be liking important things. And then you get older and you're like, fucking National Treasure, bro. Get it on, right? I did a TikTok about that once. I should repost that for the clout. But no, it's actually good. Like rewatching it, it's like it is exceptional bullshit. Like Nick Cage is really holding it all together. You got a bit of Sean Bean. Like you can never go wrong with Sean Bean. And the kind of journey through the code breaking is legible, really. Like it's not, obviously it's bullshit, but it's not like Da Vinci Code bullshit. Like it's not like you don't understand the step to step to step. And I love it when these things, similar to the Da Vinci Code, when they weave these things in and around real life artifacts. Like that's such a cool thing because, especially as a teenager, you were kind of thinking, oh, is there some truth to this? You know what I mean? Obviously there fucking isn't. Which brings me on to The Fountain of Youth, like I say. And The Fountain of Youth fucking sucks, right? So I don't want to spend that long on it purely because of how much it fucking sucked. The main issue is in that logic of the clues. So they're going to look for the Fountain of Youth. The logic of the clues is so fucking bullshit. Like there's a certain point where they're trying to understand the significance of this letter V. And for some reason, in the same scene, it's aligned with constellations, Roman numerals, the Bible, and old kings of England, right? And don't even ask me to justify that because I don't fucking know, okay? But basically, you can't even follow the fun of this nonsensical plot about clues and whatnot. And this is all around like quite a beguiling tone. Like Guy Ritchie, we know what we all know him for, and it's fine if he wants to do different things. I feel like Sherlock Holmes was the time where he really stepped out and tried to marry his sensibility with a Hollywood sensibility. But this is too far removed, Guy. Like, you're starting to feel like a jobbing director for hire, a gun for hire, like someone who's just thrown in there for a big wad of cash. And I'll say again, I have no problem with people earning money for jobs that they're in demand for, and he is in demand. I just mean that's all he's there for. I just feel like, because I'm not feeling a sense of his character, his sensibility in there anymore. Even the action scenes, like there's a bike chase at the start, it feels not only derivative of like Indiana Jones, it feels derivative of like fucking Tintin. Do you remember the fucking animated Tintin that Steven Spielberg did and there's a bike chase? It feels like not even as good as that. It feels so plastic and so lacking in weight and heft and authenticity or practicality, even when maybe it was done practically. But that brings me on to the final point, which is that in the final scene, spoiler alert, they find the Fountain of Youth. The CGI used in this final scene to communicate the Fountain of Youth and everything that it's doing to Domhnall Gleeson, who's the character who gets to drink from it, is so fucking insane. The CGI sucks balls. It sucks buttholes, right? It's similar. Imagine the CGI, because I'm saying imagine because please don't watch this. Imagine the CGI that you saw at the end of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, the fourth Indiana Jones film. It's kind of like that. Like, kind of like, you know, when sci-fi fantasy meshes with what's supposed to be grounded action adventure, it just doesn't fucking work. And that's another thing that National Treasure did really well. Like, they were only ever just opening tombs and finding treasures and seeing engravings and scriptures on the Declaration of Independence and old masonry pipes and things like it's like things that are tangible and tactile. As soon as you start CGI and water wrapping around Domhnall Gleeson, I'm out, bro. I'm out. So I give this fucker 1 star on Letterboxd. Hashtag follow me on Letterboxd.